RV owners, as a lot of you guys know, RVs are made in America, and that used to mean something. Unfortunately, these days, especially the RV industry, made in America doesn't really have too much merit anymore. The RV industry likes to use a lot of the cheapest components, pretty poor build practices, in my opinion. And now there are companies from overseas that are stepping up and creating better products for our American industry. Now, it's probably not a secret to a lot of you, there are already a lot of products from overseas that make their way into their RV. Just because a company is based out of Elkhart doesn't mean that their products are actually made in Elkhart. Like a lot of the appliances and components and control boards and things like that that go into your RV or any of the systems, they might be sold and distributed out of a manufacturer, OEM, out of Elkhart County, but that doesn't mean that they're actually made there. A lot of it actually gets made overseas and just, again, distributed. Now, in the RV industry, we use a lot of cheaper components. Even our electrical outlets in this industry and most mass produced RVs are just little wire count outlets that are quite literally made of plastic and they're pressed to fit. But over the past few years, I've actually been experimenting and exploring and discovering some new products out there. And there's one company I want to talk about today. And this isn't a paid endorsement or anything like that. It's not a brand deal. But I've done a few reviews on some of their individual products. And this video is more about the progress they're making, not so much about the company. But the company is called Softener. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And what they're doing is they're remaking a lot of common RV parts. This is a roof vent stack. So a vent stack that comes from your black tank. This is the little vent that goes on the roof. But this is actually metal. This isn't a piece of plastic that's going to get brittle and crack off in the sun or fade away or get damaged by something tiny hitting it and absolutely obliterating it. So common part to find broken on a roof. As a matter of fact, I keep these on the truck just because I find them that often. Sometimes just doing a roof inspection, I'll find vent caps that are cracked off, the lids are cracked off. These aluminum ones right here, this is where it's at. On top of it being aluminum, take a look inside there and you'll actually see there's a screen pre-installed here, also made of aluminum, so that mud daubers and wasps can't build up a nest inside of your vent stack. Not a super common problem, but it does happen. It just shows they're taking a little bit of initiative. So they took a common problem that RVs have and they just fixed it. And here's the thing, they're not even RV manufacturers or RV OEMs. These are just overseas suppliers based out of China that see a problem and they fix it and then they sold us the product. It's kind of hard to believe that nobody else has done that yet, and we're going to let other industries that aren't even involved in our industries help us evolve. Now, if you look at this right here, this is another part that commonly has issues on RVs, whether it be an acorn falling through it or just, again, getting real brittle from the UV rays and then eventually cracking. This is a vent lid. So the vents on the roof of your RV, this is a vent lid, but it's also made of aluminum. Now, I will say there is no light getting through this. It is white, so it's going to dissipate heat pretty well. So this wouldn't be a great fit if you were to really utilize the light that comes through like a skylight on your RV. But if you don't and you just want to replace your vent lid with something that's never going to have to worry about an acorn or a small branch or anything falling out of the tree and cracking it, this is for you. And these are just two products. I reviewed several more products from this company that are very well built. They are even doing quick connect spray hose connectors now. They're doing shore cord inlets. They're doing a lot of things. And they're just taking the cheap plastic components that we've been using forever that have been failing, and they're replicating them. They're not really doing much innovation. They're just making it out of a better material. And for a lot of things like a vent lid, and for a lot of things like your vent right here, that's really all they needed. They didn't need any more innovation or crazy features. They just needed to be made of better materials so that they don't disintegrate. Now, not only are they making things with better materials, they're also doing a little bit of that innovating stuff too, or replicating products that are overpriced, like screen door closers and grab bars and things like that. They're making those at a much more affordable price. One of the videos I did for them that did really well, they make end caps for your bumpers on your RV. Those plastic ones have a tendency to fall off. A lot of people like to keep their sewer hose in there. And I know a lot of us have seen a sewer hose sit on the side of the highway, and that's because someone likely lost a cap. Well, Softener, however you say it, they made an aluminum version that actually has a little door and a little pin latch so that you don't have to worry about that happening. They're pretty much permanent little doors you're going to install. So they are making existing products better, or just making them out of better, more reliable materials. But they also are making some pretty neat stuff for the RV industry. And I've seen that across a few different companies from overseas. You guys have seen some of my reviews on Fogati products, like their water heaters and their furnace. I think there's tons of innovation. Not only are they making them with better materials, they're using more innovation. As a matter of fact, on that Fogati furnace that I reviewed, they fixed a very long-term problem with RV furnaces, which is sail switches getting clogged up with hair or failing as well. They have a pretty high failure rate, and they're using a diaphragm style sensor instead to eliminate those issues with log hair and dust and stuff getting stuck in that sail switch. Their water heaters have been performing phenomenally. The biggest problem that we're experiencing is warranty and coverage. I can tell you guys about these products. That's great because odds are you're not going to be warrantying this. But some of these overseas companies, even if they're making better furnaces or water heaters, their parts availability and warranty process isn't quite there yet. And quite frankly, that's the last step. If a company like Fogati figures out, a good way to get a parts network and a warranty department and everything with customer service set up out here for you guys, as well as the technicians who are dealing with their products, they're going to put a real hurting on our existing companies we have out of Elkhart, in my opinion. It's only a matter of time before that happens. It's only a matter of time before manufacturers find out about some of these companies and start experimenting or maybe implementing products like this. And then you may go two ways. We may start using more of a overseas market, or maybe it'll put some pressure on part suppliers like Lippert to make products a little bit better. Because if I was in whatever department in an RV manufacturer and I was tasked with finding a better product or making something better, things like this would be a no-brainer. I wouldn't even consider buying plastic ones from our current suppliers if I know that this is available. Again, vent lids might be a little bit different, but we're seeing a lot of this change where these companies overseas don't mess around. If they see an opportunity to make money, they will jump on it. Versus some of our companies that currently sit here in America, they know the problems they have, but as long as you keep buying them, they're just going to keep making them that way. Overseas, they operate a little bit different. They want constant innovation. They want constant change. And I know a lot of you guys want that too. There's a lot of change that this industry needs. And it does come down to simple little things like this, or just using better products or better materials and components. And if overseas is going to supply that, I don't know how much longer Elkhart is going to be the heart of all RV things. It might just be where they're built. Because again, if I was a manufacturer with half a brain and I knew I could get these for about the same price as I'm getting a chintzy plastic one here in the States, I would start switching to stuff like this too. And if you're a manufacturer watching, I highly advise you to start looking into stuff like this and get out of that monopoly in Elkhart where you feel like you're forced to buy these from your current supplier just because that's what everybody else does and what they've always done. It's time to innovate. It's time to think outside the box and start looking at some different products and different options so that you could actually stand out with your product. Because as much as I nitpick RVs, I point out the good stuff too. And I promise you, if I was doing an inspection or coming across a new RV and I saw Grand Design, Winnebago, or whoever using something like this, trust me, I'm pulling up my phone and I'm going to tell the world about it. Because believe it or not, all the little things add up to the big problems in RVs. So yes, the little things like these vents actually do matter. I'm curious, what offbeat or overseas or Amazon products have you guys used that you've had tons of luck with? Because again, I've had some hit or miss. I've reviewed a few water heaters and things that were kind of iffy. I reviewed a few other components, but then I come across certain components and it is hands down better than what the RV industry or any of the RV space suppliers provide. So I'm curious to what you've had, what you've tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked. Let me and the other RV owners know down in the comments. In the meantime, if you want to see some more no BS RV tech tips, tricks, and tutorials, make sure you guys press that subscribe button.